Hi, this is Obi. Welcome to the OBee Sports Talk show. I'd like to first off make an apology for calling some of the Browns players old monkeys. If anybody took offense to that, I would like to apologize for that. Uh, that was not meant to call anybody out. It wasn't meant to be anything like that. It was just a comment that I made, and I apologize for that. I will not call anybody old monkeys anymore. So we're going to talk a little Ohio State, and we might talk a little bit more about some of the other teams here as well. Ohio State, they really played very well against Penn State. They really dominated the game up and down the field. Terrell Pryor looked really good, and the offense, they still may have some work to do before they play Iowa and Michigan, but they've at least taken a step in the right direction. And our defense, again, like always, comes up big and makes, shuts down the other team, shuts down the passing game, shuts down the running game. Did a nice job for that. Special teams, we got to give props to them again this week. Barclay stepping in for the injured Petrus, and he made some big plays. Our punter did a very nice job. We got some very nice returns by Ray Small. So we really want to give props to those guys as well for their good work, and Jim Tressel for calling some smart plays. And for Pryor, the offensive line, for executing them, giving Pryor to throw the ball. Pryor, for what it looks like and what you hear, Pryor did a very nice job of, finding the open guys and, making things happen. So good job by them. As everybody knows, Iowa got beat by Northwestern. So that plays in Ohio State's favor. They have an opportunity to beat Iowa and win the Big Ten once again. So hopefully they can take care of business against Iowa. The Browns had a bye week this week, so hopefully they were able to work on some things. They should have been out there practicing, doing a scrimmage against each other. The interesting thing is somebody said something about, that the Browns and Ohio State should play a scrimmage game, sometime maybe when the Ohio State season's over. Get together like on a Saturday or something to do a practice. The only thing is, I think Ohio State would kill the Browns. I really think it would be like 45-0 or maybe even worse. I really don't think the Browns could even move the football against a college football team. So, I don't want to take anything away from the Browns. It's a rebuilding year. And they got a long ways to go. So you hate to give up on them too early. But they still can maybe turn the season around a little bit and get some wins here and there. So you just gotta keep going out there and grind it. And I believe Brady Quinn will be the starter when they play next week against Baltimore Monday night. I think he'll be in there. I think they'll see a little bit more of the Wildcat formation. They're going to realize they're just going to try to run that more so, and I think they're going to probably take a little pressure off Brady Quinn. And as far as the Indians, we now have a new pitching coach, Tim Belcher. He's had some good success in the major leagues. He won Rookie of the Year with the Dodgers, got the World Series, so he's got a little experience. He's been with some other pitchers, maybe some good pitchers here and there, so maybe he can help this ball club a little bit. And the rumor has it Sandy Alomar maybe come back and be a coach somewhere, be the bullpen instructor, and hopefully they bring him back. I think that would be something that he would love to do. Love to coach with Cleveland. I really believe he would, and I think they should give him the opportunity, and the Mets should let him give a chance to talk to the Indians. Maybe they can bring back some of the other Indians players to help be coaches as well. I think they should try to get Joel Skinner to come back, and I think he did a nice job. He did have that one, like where he didn't send King Lofton home against Boston. Borderline, but other than that, I really impressed with the way my teams have played. They go out there, they play with heart, and sometimes, Ohio State played with a lot of heart this weekend. The Browns need to find that heart. They need to find they need to find what's deep inside them and bring it out. Play like when you were a kid, and see what you can see if you can bring out the kid in you. You know, you always hear that phrase, you know, bring out the kid in you. And it sounds like the Browns' new GM could be Brady Kosar. He's one of the leading candidates. It's kind of funny that Randy Lerner brought him in his office to discuss the firing of Kohinkas. That was pretty interesting. It was actually kind of funny too, in a little bit of a way, because I mean, Brady Kosar doesn't have any general manager experience running a football team, but maybe he's what we need. You know, a little voice from within the organization. He might bring fans in. You never know. Might bring fans back to the games. That's really all we have to really talk about this week. Like always, we always appreciate your comments. That I do anyways. I appreciate your comments and anything that you may want to say about any of these videos. And want to give a special shout out to my stepbrother Kyle. Rock on, Kyle. And don't give up on your teams. I know it's tough. You know, it's tough being a Cleveland fan. I know it's tough sometimes being a Detroit fan as well. But don't give up. You know, keep on rooting for your teams, and I'll keep rooting for mine. And as always, don't ever give up on your football teams or your baseball teams. Stick with them through the bad. The real fans stick together with them through the good times and the bad times. You know, your team may have more bad times than good times, but just stick with them. And as always, thank you for listening, and have a great night.